Welcome to the What is Stoicism podcast.
The founder of Stoicism, Zeno of Citium, is quoted as saying, "Nature give us one tongue and 2 ears, so that we might listen twice as much as we speak." Nature also give us 2 thumbs, of course, and maybe that's why we do a lot of our speaking online these days, but Zeno's advice still stands. What I think he was saying was that we should absorb more, be more attentive, and understand what's being said. Then we can speak when we're sure of our intentions, and when we're sure that what we're saying isn't better left unsaid. A quote that's usually attributed to Plato, but it turns out he didn't actually say at all, is, "Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools speak because they have to say something." I have no idea who did actually say this, but it does often ring true. If we're fortunate enough to even have the ability to speak, then it's a given that we'll probably take it for granted every single day. The same thing goes for having good eyesight or sound hearing. When we're told to look at this or listen to that, there's no thought involved, you just do it. And when we want to get involved in a conversation, we can just open our mouths and blurt out whatever comes to mind. There's an interesting bit of background on Leonardo da Vinci. When he moved to Milan from Florence in 1482, he became acquainted with another artist, Ambrogio de Paredes, whose half-brother Cristoforo was deaf and didn't speak. And looking how Cristoforo communicated and his gestures, Da Vinci was able to draw great artistic inspiration. And he would later make a note to himself, quote, "Let your figures have actions appropriate to what they are intended to think or say, and these will be well learned by imitating the deaf, who by the motion of their hands, eyes, eyebrows, and the whole body, endeavour to express the sentiments of their mind." End quote. This kind of attention to gestures and detail translated itself to the characters that Da Vinci painted. He was able to convey all sorts of emotions, essentially without the need for words. It's the same kind of attention that signers need to pay when they want to convey their thoughts and when it's their turn in a conversation. The efficiency of this type of communication is evident, as there's little room for ambiguity. And as a signer, while someone's attention is on you, you have to be clear and engaging in order to make the most of that time. The excess is cut out, I suppose, and you say only what needs to be said. It's interesting to think about, but it's also worth actually trying out some of the gestures of a sign language to appreciate what it takes to communicate in this way. And so those of us without hearing and speaking impairments might do well to think twice the next time we're about to open our mouths. Not only should we be grateful for our abilities, but we should be careful that we aren't misusing them, or indeed just overusing them.